Oh, right. It is bottom of the barrel. We are going to be reviewing Monkey Shoulder Scotch. And we have with us Brenton Shaw.
Hello.
And Caleb Stinto.
Howdy.
And they're going to make me look good. We have our Monkey Shoulder. I think, just out of curiosity, what batch number did you end up with, Caleb?
Let's see, 27.
Dude. Okay. So we've all ended up with batch number 27. I'm in Colorado. You're in Oregon. And Brenton is in North Carolina.
I saw another review of this like 3 years ago, and it still said batch 27.
So maybe batch 27 is just the label?
I think so.
You think it's just a marketing ploy that we've been had? Just to like the cute little monkeys on here? Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about this one, Brenton?
This is a blended scotch. It's considered budget, but it's blended from 3 different distilleries. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Kinnevie, Glenfiddich, and the Balvenie.
Okay.
So it's these 3 different distilleries. So those are all like pretty high quality scotches, in my opinion. The name actually Monkey Shoulder came from when the distillers in the past would shovel the malts all day long to keep mixing it. And they developed this like shoulder that was droopy, kind of like a monkey. So that's where they got the name.
I tried to find a picture of the injury and I couldn't find it.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, because I was kind of curious, but I did think that was neat. That's, because like when someone says it's Monkey Shoulder, it's like, they come up with that dumb name. But then you're like, oh, okay, it was a thing. Now I feel bad for making fun of people with medical conditions.
I'm going to make a scotch called the Malaria. It's going to be great.
It puts you in a coma for like 2 weeks.
Hey, that sounds great, actually. All right, so shall we pour ourselves a little glass and give it a taste?
Sure.
All righty. Yeah, you got to get the...
Pause for the bottle pop. Cork pop. We're trying something new out. We're trying a little grading system. We're going to do 1 out of 5 points for aroma, 1 out of 5 points for taste, 1 out of 5 points for price, and then 1 out of 10 for overall, how we feel about the product.
Oh, so now we have to do 5s and 10s.
Yeah, so make it real confusing.
Okay, good. As long as we're not doing 7s or 3rds.
So let's start with aroma. What do you guys think?
So what got me about this one, because this is the first time I had this was yesterday, because I couldn't wait.
Glad I'm not
there. Yeah, it really doesn't have a lot of smell. It's very chill.
Yeah. I noticed I got the same thing. Like, it's very mellow.
Mellow. Yeah, I think mellow. What do you think, Caleb? You think it smells like scotch?
I think it definitely smells like some super mellow scotch.
Yeah. It's...
You definitely smell the malt, for sure.
You smell the malt, but I mean, what's that would normally smell coming off there is like the peat, right?
Right.
You would normally smell.
Yeah, and is this not peated?
Well, no, depending on, these are Speyside distilleries, so they usually don't have peat.
Okay. I was going to say, because I get 0 peat.
Yeah. There's probably no peat in this.
It's all making sense.
Okay.
It's peatless.
Okay. It's tasting time.
Well, do you want to score the aroma first, or just go for it?
Well, we'll do the numbers once we've tasted it.
Okay. I'm going to mark mine so I don't forget.
You're going to mark? I'm going to...
So, like, on the aroma,
Yeah.
I do get, like, the, like, wood,
Really?
from the bear.
See, and that's what surprised me about this, to me, is I don't really get the wood thing that I would expect.
You pull anything else, Caleb? Like, anything that you're noticing off the nose?
No, I mean, it's so... Sorry, it's so mellow.
It's extremely mellow.
I get that.
Just trying to put like a flavor to it. Like not a flavor, but
you mean to the smell? Yeah, to me the smell is it just smells like mellow scotch from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody
Like
walks by
it's
you with
super.
a glass of
Yeah. It's a super toned down of what I'm used to with Scotch.
I do get a little bit of that vanilla though. I get
I was
Really?
gonna say just a hint of vanilla.
yeah.
Yeah, because for me, okay, and then let's see.
So with taste,
The taste, I pick up just malt. Like, little malt, a little sweet, and a little bit of the alcohol edge, just a tiny bit. But yeah, really just extremely mellow.
yeah.
The finish is a little is mellow as the taste is going in. The finish
Has a little bite to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, and it lingers. You know, it doesn't just like dissipate right away, which is nice. That's a quality of a more expensive Scotch or whiskey in general. Taste.
It reminds me of, like, I get kind of an Irish whiskey vibe, but then also some of the smoothness of like a blended Canadian kind of a thing because of how smooth it is.
Definitely get the Irish almost that's when I first tasted it last night. That's one of the first things I thought.
That was it tastes like
Irish, yeah.
it tastes Irish but Scotch
or Red Bush or something like that.
I get a lot of like black pepper on the tail end, and like dark chocolate, like kind of like a bitter almost, like dark chocolate.
I could get you the bitter. I definitely the bitter. I don't really get it. Like, it doesn't feel like a dark chocolate thing to me. But I get that little kind of back here.
That's a good way to describe that.
Yeah.
Like ultra dark, like 99.
Yeah.
Cacao.
Pure baking chocolate.
I mean, it's a common comparison in the whiskey world.
Is
Dark
it?
chocolate. Yeah.
I see a lot. Well, you know what? This actually has tasting notes on the back. Let's see what it says here. Taste mellow vanilla with spicy hints.
So the black pepper.
Right. And I'll give it mellow vanilla. I don't get a ton of vanilla from this.
I don't on the flavor. I don't get any, or on the mouth, like the taste. I don't get any vanilla.
Huh. And then nose is zesty orange, vanilla honey, and spiced oak. And I really don't get much oak for me. I get just like a hint.
Yeah.
And the vanilla, I get a little bit of that kind of sweet, just a hint of that like sweet caramely kind of thing going on. Zesty orange, I'm not sure I feel the zesty orange. Maybe a little.
I'm really impressed with how long this lingers though. Like this is, and it's warming, like it goes down and it'll warm you up. It's like a good, middle of the winter Scotch to warm you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Surprising because it's only 43% ABV. So that's what, 86 proof?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we want to talk about value.
Firesides.
I'm going to do one of the heinous things while we're here and let that sit and see how that turns out.
Yeah, I'm for sure going to do that because I have the same setup. I did that last night and I was a fan.
You were a fan? Cool.
All right.
All right, value, honestly, for a Scotch, I think it's a good value. At least.
Well, how much do you guys pay for it?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what everybody's. My price line, $33.99.
Okay. I think it was 30 and some change before tax. I don't know what it was after tax.
Mine was 38.
Oh wow!
So we have those.
Right.
What's that?
So that's what you get for having a state-run liquor store.
It's so annoying, dude. It's so annoying. I can't find Buffalo Trace products out here anywhere.
Really?
Yeah. Add some water to mine.
There you go.
Gotta have that little noise of the ice.
What three did you say were in here again? Belvini,
Malvini, Glenfiddich, and Kinnevie.
Okay.
I've never heard of Kinnevie.
I've never heard of Kinnevie. I really like Belvini. It's one of my favorites.
Me too. And Glenfiddich's good too. Glenfiddich's that really mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we looked it up. Well, I looked it up, and I'm like, where is this? Where is Speyside? Where is all this stuff? I'm like, oh, Northern Ireland. I can handle this.
Yeah.
Or Northern Scotland. Pardon me. Oh, I might get shot.
How dare you, sir?
I know. How dare I?
You're going to start a war.
Fun fact for you. I'm drinking this out of a glass blown in Ireland.
Really?
Nice.
Pour in my glass. A little Scotch, Irish Scotch.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm drinking it out of a glass that I washed in my sink.
Brilliant.
Actually, I think it was a wedding present, to be honest.
Yeah, we got these from my mother-in-law. She brought back a whole set from
Dude, those are killer.
It's just like this.
Nice.
Heavy, it weighs like a solid 2.5 pounds.
Hey, after this Rona thing, we need to all get together and take a trip to Scotland and do some distillery tours.
Yes.
Or meet up in Kentucky. So going back to value, I feel like this is a decent value. I mean, 30 for Scotch, $38, 40 maybe at the most, I mean, that's like
So how much is Dewar's where you're at?
I don't know, I haven't looked.
Oh, okay.
And I did enjoy that one, but I have to say I definitely enjoy Monkey Shoulder more.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I don't think I've ever been so pleasantly surprised with the price and taste of a Scotch.
Yeah.
I'm ranking the value high on this one.
Yeah, me too. All right. With the ice or a little water, what's everyone's thoughts?
So good. So much better.
Yeah, add a little ice cube.
A little sweeter.
Gets it sweeter. Gets rid of that harsh hit in the back of the throat.
Yeah, it doesn't linger quite so long with that hit.
It's a lot sweeter when you add water.
Sweeter and just way more drinkable to just drink,
Yeah.
Sit and chill, watch a movie, watch Netflix. All right, so we had smell, taste, price, and then overall, correct?
Overall, yeah. Well, let's go over our aroma scores. What'd you guys give it?
I gave it a 2 on aroma.
2.
See, and I gave it a 3 just because I feel like there are some people who would like not to have a strong nose on a whiskey. For me, it was kind of like, I kind of wish there was more there from an aroma perspective. But I know there's a lot of people that's their biggest complaint is they don't like the smell. And so I'm thinking maybe for those people, it might be their jam.
I would say add a little water and it definitely enhances it.
Yeah.
Even the smell too.
All right, hit us with the taste numbers.
Taste, I gave it a 3. 3 out of 5.
That's what I gave it. I gave it a 3.
Wow, I must be generous. I gave it a 4.
Johnny's feeling generous too.
I'm feeling generous. I got a nice bottle of these cool. Oh, and by the way, this is 4 monkeys. 4 monkeys out of 5 available monkeys.
Oh, 4 out of 5 monkeys.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get started early with the monkeys? Is that why you're being so generous?
No. I wish. No. Today was a weird day, man.
No monkey business?
Had to make a quick run to the dollar store to get what the bread loaf molds. What do you got to do?
Live, Carly, live.
Right?
Live. So value, what did you guys give it?
We're good. Yeah. You got to do that. Yeah.
And we're back.
Freedom.
So what do we want to? What did you guys give it for value?
I gave it a 4.
4. 5. Wow, we are generous.
I'm feeling generous.
You gave it a 3?
You gave it a 3 for value? Wow. Of course it was more.
What's that?
It was more where you are, though.
It was more, but I mean, with Scotch, talking about Scotch, it's dirt cheap. But I don't know. I guess I've just been drinking more expensive Scotch recently, and I get more out of those. And but this is still very enjoyable. A 3 is still a good score, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Especially if you're only going to 5. That's
right.
Yeah. 5 is like perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
I think because I think for $33 here, I mean and we don't have any tax. So we have no sales tax. So I think it was for that reason I gave it I was leaning 3.5. Okay, but
Yeah.
Johnny, you gave it a 5.
I did for value, yeah, because like you said, for a Scotch to be the same price as a blended Canadian whiskey, like what?
True.
And to
the
still be good, you know?
and the scotches that they're using are probably more like $50 to $60.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's a good value for sure.
Yeah.
In that breakdown you had, Brenton, did it tell you which particular Bovini or which they were using?
It didn't. There might be something out there that is more specific, but I didn't find it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that brings us, I guess, to our overall enjoyment of this one. Should we do 2 different numbers, or should we just do one overall enjoyment?
I'm gonna go with 1 overall.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's
You
do
can't
1
do
overall.
2 overalls is like one too many overalls.
Well, you got to strap both sides.
Exactly. Well, no, you got 4 straps at that point. 4 straps.
4 straps is takes too long to get back out of. You done peed your pants. Problem.
Yeah.
All right, Brent, hit us with your number.
I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. I think I enjoyed it immensely. It's not as complex as I want it to be, but for the value, I feel like I don't expect any more. So, it's a good whiskey.
Wait a second. When did we change to 10 stars versus 5 stars?
The overall is out of 10.
The overall is out of 10.
I told you the 5s and the 10s was going to get confusing.
You can't change the metric. You can't. That's a big no-no.
That's
Okay.
because we're imperial.
Clearly,
We
we're
can-
very colonial.
We can go back to 5s. You guys want to go back? You want to do 5s all around?
5s.
Okay.
Well, the only reason I would suggest the 10s is because we did 10s the last 2 times for our overall score.
But if we keep it the same from here on out, we should just keep it the same.
Think?
I agree. So either we do all out of 10 or all out of 5s. Hey, I'll let you call. It'll be your call because it's your channel.
Heads. Is,
Do it.
Perfect.
Do it. Heads is what?
so your call. That's you're calling it.
Okay, we'll say heads is 10, tails is 5. Do it.
Heads is print and tails is no print.
Yes.
Yeah.
I may not catch this because picks fly funny.
Let it go on the floor. Oh,
Nice. Flip and...
Oh, we got
Heads.
prints.
All right.
What was print again?
What was print again?
It was 10.
heads?
Yes, that was heads. Brent was 10 heads.
Oh,
Okay.
So now we have to revise all our previous.
Well, from here on out, we don't have to go backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brent, you said a 7 out of 10?
I gave it a 7 out of 10 because exactly. You can just go back and
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yep, I gave it a 6 out of 10 as well. I think it's a very good value, but there are other things that I would rather have in a similar price category, or maybe even just a smidge more expensive.
Yeah.
If I was just going to enjoy something, yeah, I think I'm going to give that a 6. It's a very good, and it's very unobtrusive. And I think it would be very good for someone who maybe, like you said, doesn't want something super complex. Especially because normally with budget anything, it's normally like in your face, you know?
Yeah.
And this just isn't. It's just very nice. And actually on their website, it says, over and over, it reiterates that it is a 100% malt whiskey made for mixing. And I think that would be good. It would be unobtrusive for mixing.
Yeah.
Scotch and soda.
Yeah, I think what was their 3 ones on the main page
Scotch
here?
and, ginger beer or ginger ale.
Yeah, Ginger Monkey, a Lazy Old Fashioned, Monkey Splash, a Monkey Colada, an Espresso Martini, a Rob Roy,
Rob Roy's money.
and a Monkey Jam Sours. But I'm curious what they put in their Rob Roy.
Well, it's Scotch, Drambuie, and bitters, I think.
So theirs is the Scotch. They use sweet vermouth and bitters, and then orange zest.
That's a Manhattan.
Pretty close.
Oh, speaking of music, Johnny and I have been collab. I don't know if you know this, Brendan. Johnny and I have been doing a collab.
No.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This is
remote recording work. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. You should dial it up.
You guys want to do this again for 101 on another day?
I'm down.
I'd be down.
Oh, look at that guy.